Hey guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. My name's Sean Elders. I'm the founder and chief instructor of Pinnacle Combat Arts. I'm an expert in military combatives, Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune, Filipino Kali, Silat, several grappling arts, and advanced tactical firearms. Today, we're gonna be working on trapping out of the boxing structure, Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune. This is part 3 of the trapping series. So another aspect of trapping that you want to keep and you want to train with a partner is where the exchange of footwork takes place. I need to develop a certain type of understanding about how far am I from my opponent? What kind of energy are they giving me? When I throw a tool, how do they respond and what does it feel like when they do that? And then figure out the line of attack to hit them in the face to stun them so that I can attack them and give them a constant pressure of attacks till they're no longer a threat. That's the goal, okay? The goal is simply to be able to find a line of attack, okay? And so when we throw an attack, we want, if they give us some kind of barrier, we are able to use that barrier, use that defense to our advantage, okay? So when I'm moving around, we start off just simply standing in position just like this. This first one is where we just simply use footwork to move in. Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna feed him, or actually he's gonna throw an attack at me. And when he throws the attack at me, I'm gonna respond with a parry or an outside block or any of these movements, and he's gonna develop this keen sense of how to respond to take advantage of their defense, okay? By taking advantage of their defense, we're able to move in and hit them and get an advantage, okay? So when he throws an attack, I put the outside hand out, he can go, okay? So we'll do it slow to start off with. So I give him the outside, he either pak-sows or lop-sows, okay? Yep, there we go. See that? So there he's lopping. He doesn't have to lop crazy. He just has to lop a little bit so that that tool's out of the way. Okay, that hand is out of the way so you can make contact. Okay, so that's the pak and the lop. The next one would be where he stays out at a distance, he step and slides in, and as he does that, he does a swing gate. Okay, now you have the next one. The next one's gonna be where I parry with the rear hand, okay? And he's going to bong sow, lop sow. Okay, good. So then the last one is gonna be where he throws an attack and I use my outside rear hand, just like this. Bam, and he traps. Okay, and he can do a straight punch with that, or he can do a round punch with that. See? Okay, notice how he's riding my arm. Okay, let's do it on this side now. Okay, so what's gonna happen is now we're gonna do what they call, you should do it in the right and left lead, and then you should do it in mixed match lead. So what's gonna happen now is we're gonna do a mixed match lead. So I'll be in my left lead, but he'll stay in his right lead, okay? So he's in this position, and he throws an attack, and I give him the outside block like this, and he jets it. Ride it a little bit more. So that's another thing you should do is you tell your partner, when you're working out with your partner, you say, hey, ride that a little harder, or do this a little, do this, this will be a little bit more effective. Communicate with your partner and let them know when something feels right or wrong. Boom, there it is. See that? Good. There it is. So notice how when I'm in mixed match lead, notice when he does that outside pak-sow, how off balance I am right there. That's a good advantage. Good, okay. So that's standard or right to right. You should do left to left and then mix match lead. So now what we're gonna do is the last one, which it's all about footwork, okay? The footwork, you wanna be able to maintain pressure no matter what they do in boxing structure, okay? And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about making sure we're trapping out of a boxing structure, which means that we're lighter on our feet. We're moving around like this. We're not in a tight, hard stance where I'm here, and when I move forward, I'm going boom. You know, I'm putting a lot of weight in my. I'm not heavy on my feet. You want to be light on your feet when you fight. Okay. You don't want to be solid in the ground like this. You want to be able to be adaptable. You want to be able to be have light footwork, okay? Because the more lighter footwork, the better footwork you have, the more you're able to exploit your opponent, be able to get in the positions that you need to get into to take advantage of the situation instead of being taken advantage of, okay? It's very important. So we're doing this all light on our feet, which goes against everything when it comes to Wing Chun. Okay, so this is not Wing Chun, okay? This is an essence of Wing Chun that we throw in to the Jun Fan Jeet Kune boxing format. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna make him work for it. When he throws that punch and I respond, okay, I'm gonna move back, okay? And so he's gotta use extra footwork. When I do that extra footwork, I'm in my position like this. You've gotta be able to go forward and forward again, okay? Or take a bigger step, okay? But based on that, what you're doing is you're trying to work on developing this and maintaining this certain amount of pressure so that you can strike and so you can hit, okay? One way you can do that is your partner and you square up, okay? And we do what they call mirror drill. So for instance, if I step forward, he steps back. If I step back, he steps forward. If I step to the right or to the left, he follows me. So if I go 2 times, he's got to do 2 times. See that? If I do 2 times to the right, he's got to do 2 times to the right. So that's where this whole thing comes into play. Trying to maintain a certain amount of pressure and certain distance from your opponent. That's very important. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add in the trapping. The trapping with the footwork, this is what you want to do is you want to try to maintain that pressure. So how do we do that? We're in this position, okay? And so when I move, when he moves towards me, actually, when he throws that punch like this, when he starts to trap, I'm gonna move back even again, and he's got to stay with me. You see that? It's always constantly staying with me. So with your partner, you'll break it down into pieces to get used to it. He throws the punch, I put out the reference point, and then I'm starting to move back as he starts to trap. Boom, see that? So he goes, I'm giving real distance. See that? See that? See how I'm moving back? He moves in, and then I move back. He moves in, I move back. Now make sure that you have the right distance. So when he starts off, he's at this distance, okay? But when he throws the punch, I'm gonna move back. That makes him have to cover more distance. But the idea is you gotta keep that pressure. You gotta maintain that pressure. So let's keep doing it. Good. Good. Okay, now you're gonna do the lopsow. Lopsow. Yeah. There it is, see? See, I'm moving back. I don't want to get hit, right? So he's gotta move more to get to me. Yep. Boom, there it is. So then the third one is he's gonna do swinging gate. Make sure you get that jab all the way out. There we go. Okay, so then we're gonna go to the third one is the parry on the rear hand. So he comes in, boom. Good, get a good rip. And there it is. The last one is gonna be where I defend with the rear hand on the outside. Good. Okay, so so that was a straight punch. He can also do a round punch, and you can even do, if you want to, do a jiao style, which is kind of like you're gonna slap him in the ear and the side of the face. It's like shell shock to him. And I'll put my hand up to defend against it, and then he does the jet style. Boom, there it is. Good. Good. All right, very good. So those are the three. Then what you want to do is you want to mix them. You want to feed them, okay? So the next one's going to be where we feed I'm just going to feed different ones, and he's got to respond to it as I move back. So you're bringing in more and more complexities, okay? So we're in fighting stance. There it is. Yep. There it is. Good. Okay, so you mix it up. That is what you want to do. You want to constantly be changing. If I throw a punch at him and he gives me something, okay? See how I did that? See, that was impromptu. I just threw a punch and he did something, and I found the avenue to go, okay? When he defends me, I got to deal with it. You see that? I've got to deal with it every single time. Every time I do something, I got to learn how to deal with it instead of just always just staying outside and finding lines of attack, which is fine, okay? But if they give you a barrier, it's kind of like giving you a piece of candy. It's like, okay, let's take advantage of that, you know? That's what we want to do, okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. So go ahead and practice it. If you have any questions, comment down below. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much. This is part